Well, hello, and welcome to another lesson of the Focus on Contentful course. I don't know about you, but that music just makes me dance all the time. I don't know. Good thing you guys don't see that as it's playing because it's embarrassing. Anyway, I'm Marcelo Lewin, the Headless creator. Welcome to the Focus on Contentful course. As always, you can get a hold of me, Marcelo, at headlesscreator.com. And I'm looking at myself over there, even though I want to look at you guys over here, but I get to see there. So I want to make sure I'm pointing to the right place. Marcelo at headlesscreator.com. I'm not good at this, and I've been doing this for a little while. Today, my guest presenter is Adrian Howard. He's a developer relations manager at Courier. And he's going to show us how to add notifications to any Contentful-driven web app. And we're going to create a simple e-commerce site. You're going to love the name that he came up with. It's a great site. But users will be able to go and sign up to get notified when the Sony Playstation 5 is in stock. Of course, it's not in stock. It'll never be in stock. And whenever it does get in stock, it'll be like $1 million, right? But we're going to pretend we can actually purchase them. But as always, before we get started, I do want to tell you real quickly, headlesscreator.com is the site where you can get the course. It's 100% free. Just sign up or log in if you're ready and enroll on the course. But it's all free. You're going to find this lesson once it goes live. You're going to find it under for developers because this is focused on developers. It'll be right on top of the exporting content hierarchies lesson. Right now, you can see this is what's upcoming. You'll be able to get that. He's got a diagram for you to download as well, and he also will have the Git repo. So there's some good stuff. So make sure you go to headlesscreator.com, not only for Focus on Contentful, but of course, I do the Content Modeling Weekly show where I go really in-depth into content modeling and all sorts of things. So as always, go into headlesscreator.com, register. If you have, also below, you will see down there all the social media that you can follow. Everything is at Headless Creator. Okie dokie. So now that all of this is out of the way, we're actually going to restart. This is for the on-demand version that will appear on the lesson. So it's going to be nice and clean. You won't hear any of this stuff. This will all be gone. So we're going to actually restart the music, restart the intro, and then we'll get Adrian here. So here we go. Well, welcome to another lesson of the Focus on Contentful course. I'm Marcelo Lewin, the Headless Creator. As always, you can get a hold of me right there, Marcelo at headlesscreator.com. Feel free to reach out with any questions you may have. Today, I have a great presenter. He is Adrian Howard. He's a developer relations manager at Courier, and he's going to show us how to add notifications to any Contentful-driven web app by creating a simple e-commerce site, which you're going to love the name that he came up with. But we'll be able to go in there and sign up to get notified when the Sony PlayStation 5 is in stock. When it is in stock, which is being powered by Contentful on the back end, we're going to show you all this stuff. Then Courier will end up sending a notification to all the users that subscribe to that. It's really, really cool. You're going to love it. However, before we do that, I do want to introduce you to Adrian. So I'm going to bring him on. There he is. Hey, Adrian.
Hello. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Doing well.
So you're developer relations manager, right, for Courier?
Yes.
So real quick, how did you get to that position? What's your background? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah. So I, for a long time, was a front-end engineer. And then when I discovered Node.js, I think I kind of became full stack. But I've always been kind of more of a client-facing engineer working with communities. And after I left Salesforce, I started my first developer advocate job at SparkPost, which is email, and eventually made it to Courier, which is email and so much more.
Nice. So tell us something. I'm going to ask you something a little bit more personal,
Okay.
not too personal. So,
Sure.
we're live here. But what's your favorite, let's say, what's your favorite movie? And we were a
Favorite
little bit
movie?
talking about that because of my posters in the back there. But
Yeah, I do. I do love getting a glimpse at the posters every time we talk. Movies, that's hard for the longest time, and I think I'll just stick with this. My favorite movie that I would tell people would be As Good as It Gets with Jack Nicholas and Helen Hunt.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Okay. Very cool. Nice. Alrighty. Perfect. So I guess we can get started if you want to.
yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. Let me share your screen. There we go.
All right.
And I'm going to go on mute, but if anybody has questions or if I have a question, I'll jump in.
Yeah, so let's start by kind of introducing you to Worst Buy, and I can't take all of the credit. This name came out of a conversation with
I
Marcelo
love
and I.
that name, man. That just
It's Worst Buy. You could probably shop somewhere better. And we only have a couple products. We needed just enough to see what it looked like if something was in stock and what it looked like if something was out of stock. And unfortunately, the Sony PlayStation, it's going to be out of stock, like it is. So this is just a very simple e-commerce store. I've been working a lot with using Next.js and deploying that to Netlify, and so I thought, why not add Contentful on the back end? So the Contentful dev advocates helped me out a lot with getting started and getting this put together. So if we take a look at the Sony PlayStation 5 console, and this is running locally, so it does have to generate the pages every time I click. So we see that it is, unfortunately, it's sold out. But I love when stores offer this option of alerting me when something came back in stock. So this just recently for Christmas, my nephew was able to get his gift because at one point I hit the alert me button and I was alerted and I jumped on it and bought it and was able to send it out to him. So that was a Nintendo Switch, which was also hard to get at the time. And so we're going to do the same thing here. We've got some information about the PlayStation console. We can click this alert me button, and then it switches to a don't alert me. So because if you're going to ask to be alerted, you should have a way to be able to turn that off. And that is going to subscribe you to a special list that's inside Courier. And we're going to wait until the stock gets updated so we can send that out. And are we going to do that now? Are we going to update the stock?
Well, did you want to do that, or did you want to go over the big picture first, so they understand all the things that make this up?
Yeah, we can do that. So we've stopped by being subscribed to the list. So we're just waiting for it to restock. So I can come over here to this Excel draw that I put together, and there are a couple pieces that make up this application. So of course you've got Contentful. This is the source of truth. This is where all of the data that's backing the site is from. And what we can do is we can change information about the product. And whenever that happens, it kicks off two webhooks. And so one goes to Netlify, and it tells Netlify to rebuild the site. So anytime there's any changes with the data, we need to make sure that's represented in the Worst Buy website. And so that's one of them. But then we have another one that kicks off, and it goes to this endpoint, this /API/webhook endpoint, which is just a Netlify function. And it's going to say, is the items in stock greater than 0? If it's greater than 0, let's make a call to Courier and